How's it going? Good. Is anybody here like programming? Anybody doesn't like programming? Security. Okay, so this slide sitting here for a while, which is contains a topic I submitted like 3 months ago, like kind of long and big. Well, I'd rather call it visualized programming for now, so that you could get better. First of all, I need to thank you. Thanks EmpireJS for having me, even though my topic is so long and big. But thank you very much. I really appreciated that. First, for a little bit about myself. My name is Peng. And among all those like beautiful young ladies here, only this one is me. Okay, so right now I am a student in ITP NYU and also recently Recurse Center, AFK Hacker School. Yay! I heard some. So what is ITP? I always have trouble explaining it. It's like a combination of art and technology. So when I first came to the States, I thought, okay, I'm gonna make art. And I gotta do programming because I'm interested in interactive art. Okay, and then I do a bunch of stuff, and I soon realized that programming itself is, wow, amazing. Because it is one of few things in the world that could wow me all the time, something like this. This is not the solution, but like the approach to the Euler 15 questions. This is like, it's a 20 by 20 grid. You're a taxi driver. You have to move from the top left to all the way down to the bottom right. You can't go backwards. So how many ways are there you could go? So if you count like, well, there's so many ways. But literally just 2 lines of code. It's like, what? Wow. I wrote this in Recurse Center. I was like, what? I'm not that dumb. Could do it. I don't know. And also, it wowed me. Wow, what is this? So there's a story. We are living in a world where sometimes we have to prove that we are not robots, so we have to... And imagine there's like a parallel universe which occupied by only robots, and sometimes they have to prove that they are not a human, so they have to do this. And that's the way to pass. Just kidding, okay? So, I mean, seriously, we wrote a lot of code, and it's running there. Sometimes it just doesn't go the way as we want it. We just like have no clue what's going on inside our program. So we got to have a way to see. So we have a bunch of stuff like console, which is my favorite, and like breakpoint, and also like this one. I really like this one. It's an editor called Light Table, which is like kind of new, and it shows you all the debug. Like you could just hover it, and it's all like live coding features. Super cool. Anyway, I'm just like kind of standing there like wondering like if there's like a what if. Because if it's like for a beginner or for people who are like from other backgrounds, like it's like any other alternative way to solely like graphical to show what's going on inside my program. And it turns out somebody already did it like years ago. I really like this. Does anybody know what that is? No. Logo, yeah. This little, I love it so much. Little turtle sitting there. It walks, and it's basically corresponds to your instruction. So every movement, each step of its movement is like the visualization of what's going on. So it's like, whoa, okay, I love it, and I'm gonna do this approach and make my own projects. So this is, I call it agenda just to make it look like serious. I'm gonna talk about 2 projects that I did. Project A is I did in last semester, and this is the one I'm still working on it. So there will be not bugs, but features. So let's see. So the first thing, it's called FPV Code. I'm going to switch to the demo. Okay, you see it okay? So it is, you're in this world, like grid world, and you're this little guy, yellow guy, and your job is to try your best to move to the red guy, okay? And how do you do it? Well, instructions, right? Code. There's only 6 directions you could go. So let's pick one. Which one we want to try? Left? Okay. No semicolon. Okay, here you go. So what if you want to move like, I don't know, 20 times? I will teach you later, but pretend we all know about it. Assume we all about it, right? Anyway. So let's do a, how many times do you want to go? 3, 4? I don't know, 5, 3? Okay. Anyway, so besides moving left, how about also moving forward? Right? The indent, just pretend it's perfect, okay? So as you can see, it's actually not like done it all at once. It shows you like its steps, like jup, 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 jup. So let's go back in time. At the time I just got started in this project, I have something like this in mind, like showing how each movement, but I have no idea how to do it. So let's see. Luckily, I have a habit of screen recording, so you gotta see how I do it. It's totally embarrassing. So how did we do it, like step by step, right? So it's a little video. So I have a function called forward, which is just like move one grid forward, right? And if I want to move twice, then I have to put the forward as a callback function to the forward. So it's like, yeah, here we go. We move 2 steps. And what if I want to move like 3 steps? So that's how I do it. Like put a callback inside a callback. Come on. Come on. Cool. So yeah, wow, I know how to do it now. So, and then I make, what did I do? So I'm making, I don't know, a function, trying to do it more and more. So let's see, like, I'm like storing all the instructions and then generate this. So this is only like what, 1, 2, 3, so 5, and then 7, all right? But what if there's like more, right? Let's do something. Try, okay, nice, 20. Nice. So without any efforts, I have this beautiful, elegant, aesthetic chunk of code. So, okay, it's moving 20 steps. So now let's do 100, okay? No, I'm good. No, I'm not, just kidding. So that was fun, but I'm having too much fun, I guess. So how do we do it, right? Well, at that time, I didn't know anything about like promises or stuff like that, so I ended up just using a queue. Queue them up. So that's the code. I make a task manager to store all the tasks like forward, and then I'm gonna call it each time. I will like dequeue the first one. Ouch! I shouldn't do this. Maybe this is better. Okay. I'm just get the first one on the queue, and then I'm gonna use that direction to move it. So I have another function, which is to move it, because I'm having a animation loop, and then the instruction is in the other side, so I have to do all the set timeout. But basically, what the set timeout does is just to move it one grid. So after this is like, okay, if I'm done moving one grid, I'm gonna call. Can't see it. I'm gonna call it again. So which is like going back. Ouch. So it's going back to call this again, but the queue is already smaller. Okay, so because it's already gone. So after I'm done with all the tasks. I'm done, so I'm going to return. So yay, task accomplished. So that's what I end up with, a little game. So make it more like game flow. I provide this feature for you to play with your friend, which is like a two-player game. Intense, like you gotta race against your friend. Yeah, it's fun. Okay, never mind. We all know about that, right? Okay, nice. Okay, nice. Yeah, loops, I know. Okay, yeah. Okay, add something like obstacle, which is the cats. Will eat up your time. Yeah. So you can see your friend's code in the same time, but there's no way to copy and paste. So let's see who's get there. Oh, anyway, okay, get the idea. Thank you. So it's online. Feel free to play with your friend, your cats, whatever. Okay. Thank you. No, I'm just kidding. There's another project called Build It, because I really like this idea and I want to go further away with it. And I'm looking at logo and I thought, is there any? Because I'm lowering like the floor for everyone could play. What about but what about the ceiling? Am I lowering the ceiling? So if like somebody who already know about programming, can they also like sit down and play with it if they like for hours? So I'm trying something else, which is called Build It. Let's do a live demo again with some features. Okay. Okay. Here we go. Ooh, so you're in this world, which looks something familiar. Okay. So what do you do in this world? Build things, right? So you could select a place and then with some, you see it, okay? The function is called add thing. It's right now, for now, the bad naming. Anyway. It takes the X, Y, and Z, so when you run it, it just like builds a block for you. Then what if like something else, like if statements? What if it's if statements? So you can also see like associate where the code is executing. So have you like, if your people don't quite understand, could get a glimpse of it. What else? What could we build? That's nice. The sky. Let's go over there. What about a sort of call tree? So it's recursive. Whenever you call it, it adds a thing, and then it calls it again, which is another XYZ, like a left subtree and right subtree. So let's see. Finger crossed. Okay. It's a little slow right now. This is faster a little bit. Okay. Is it faster? Faster. Okay. Okay, recursion is terrible anyway. So yeah, this is a little bit about it. So again, it's back in time. When I started, how do I do it this time? If you think about how I did the last one, those all callbacks and set timeout, it's a little bit tricky, especially how do you do the recursive one, right? That's a little bit annoying. So how do you do it block by block? So this time, I heard about something called generator. It's a quote from MDN. Generators are functions which can be asset and later we enter. So what the hell does that mean? To me, my understanding is like whenever you run one in a certain point, it will stop there until you call it next. So this is a little bit demo to show what it means. It's from MDN, but I simplify it a little bit so that we could understand it. So this is a generator function, so no like the thing, star thing for it. So it has a U. So whenever, so how you call it is to do something like this. And when you call it, you just call next. When your first time you call next, it will print out an object. Because when it hits you, it stops and prints out, and that's it. Until you call next, and it prints out again. Next, again. And in the end, it will become undefined, and done will become true because it's only 3 times here. So that's interesting. So I guess I could use it, right? So this is the program that you saw what the user input is. But actually, it's not running this. It's running another code, which is something. It will be wrapped inside a generator function called what? Totally inspired by a talk named what. Anyone check it out? But actually, I just want to pick a name that nobody will use. I don't want any conflicts, but I don't know, maybe they will use. I don't know. Anyway, so what's going on is I wrap it inside a generator function and make the F thing become this, because I'm also doing the highlighting, but that doesn't really matter. So I got a U. So how do I call it? Whenever you click the build button, I will do this. Okay, and then inside the main animation loop for the whole game. So there's animation loop going all the time. I'll put this in there. Whenever it's the interval, it's something you could what the slider is controlling. You control it fast forward or stop. Also, you could do pause it, whatever, because it's just inside the loop that you want to call it and you call it. You don't want, just don't call it, right? It's so flexible. So inside it, just call another wrapper, which is run it, and it's not in the code right here, but basically what this function does is just taking that generator function and call it. If it's done, then don't call it. Okay, then that's it. That's it. But what about the recursive thing? How do we do it? Let me think about it. So again, I look up in MDN. There's in the generator function page, there's something called like this, which is a generator function calls another generator function. So here, there's a simple generator function here, and this generator function calls that, and when you call it, it will call it. It's not that difficult to understand, I guess. But if you're interested in generator, there will be an awesome talk tomorrow about generator. I don't know if the speaker is here. No? Anyway. So yeah, that's how I did it. This is the code you see, what the user inputs are. Just make a function and then it calls itself. So in fact, it will, again, being wrapped in what? And doing this, making the functions that the user define into a generator function, and inside it calls itself. And again, that thing becomes something like this. Pew! Then I'm done. So what could we do, right? I don't know. Let's see. Basically anything, right? No? I guess so. So let's go to some other place. If you're a programmer and then I know about it already and just want to do something fancier, I don't know. You could do it, I guess. Let's see, what about globe? What is that? I don't know. Well, actually, I do know. It's from my homework of the computer graphics class. Woo, woo, pew, pew, pew. I don't know, just having fun there. I've had a lot of fun playing this. So you could build Go. Tree, we already saw it. And because we're using generator, the first time in history, I could do something like this. You can see it okay? Because generator is like, basically, you call it and it's just execute, you call it execute. It doesn't care how many times you're gonna ask it to execute. So first time I could do something romantic with an infinite loop with the while true. Let's make the not that fast. Okay. So what does this function do? I don't know. Let's see. Okay. It's there. That's fast or a little bit too slow. It's infinite. Imagine that. It's keep building and building. So we could walk to the moon. Where's the moon? Oh, it's in the wrong direction. It's like falling in love with somebody that's blah. Anyway. So if somebody thinks it's like an art piece or like frame and hanging on the wall and wake up every morning, well, oh, it's still building. Oh, it's still building. Gives you a lot of hope for the day. I don't know. That's cool. But I don't know if you're building some application where the user might accidentally do something like that. I don't know, maybe like a good way to avoid that. Nothing will happen because it's just romantic. That's it. So let's go back. I think that's it. 2 projects I make, the agenda, I fulfill the agenda. So yeah, that's me, my Google, my Twitter handle, and also my personal website. Please check it out if you like. And there's one more thing I want to say about the EmpireJS suggests speakers not to promote any products, but I don't think I am a product, so I'm graduating. Thank you very much. Thanks, EmpireJS.